That Modi-Trump bromance seems over.
You're smart.
The personal chemistry that turbocharged India-US ties has somewhat faded. From tariffs and pressure over Russian oil to warming ties with Pakistan and the Iran war, Donald Trump's hardball politics have exposed the limits of the US-India strategic partnership. So what's the bigger picture here? I asked an analyst to break it down for us.
This is not just a relationship of the short term. This is something that has been built up for decades. So one disturbing year or one year with a little bit of bad energy is not enough to shake the ground on the India-US relationship. What I like to call it is we're at a reinvigoration moment.
We'll get back to that later. Few things rile New Delhi more than outside interference in India's relationship with Pakistan. After the two nuclear-armed rivals came dangerously close to war last year, Trump cast himself as the ceasefire maker-in-chief. And while Pakistan suggested him for the Nobel Peace Prize, India to this day has not acknowledged any Trump mediation.
Look, India, Pakistan, they were going to go at it, nuclear weapons. They said, that's okay, you can go at it, but I'm putting a 350% tariff on each country. No more trade with the United States. No, you can't do that. I said, I'm going to do it. I'll tell you what, the Prime Minister of Pakistan called me, thank you very much. And I got a call from Prime Minister Modi saying, we're done. I said, you're done with what? We're not going to go to war. I said, thank you very much. Let's make a deal.
But that US-India trade deal still hasn't been inked. Instead, India sees its energy security under pressure as Washington tries to dictate how much Russian oil it can buy. And then there is the Middle East, where the US-Israeli attacks on Iran hit India's energy supplies hard. As New Delhi tries to absorb these multiple shocks, rival Pakistan is back in the game, even emerging as a mediator in the Iran crisis. So how exactly should India handle the Trump administration now?
Indian strategic autonomy and multi-alignment is about managing asymmetrical relationships. India has asymmetries with a lot of different countries. It's just about managing that. So you look for new partners, you diversify, you build strong relationships that will be resilient to shocks if they come up. And with that unreliable partner, like I said, you take instances and you manage those. Sort of like waiting it out, sort of to wait and see when we return to a position where we are stable.
As US Secretary of State Marco Rubio is visiting India for the first time, he has some diplomatic repair work to do. But despite the friction, both countries share one major geopolitical goal: countering China, especially in the Indo-Pacific.